2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. The first round of the Ace Championship is about to begin. Hi everyone, I'm Andrew Catalan, alongside 2002 PGA champion Rich Beem. Luke Elvey with us as well, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. Rich, it's a huge day for our featured player. This is their first taste of the PGA Tour. Think back to your first time on tour. What were you thinking on the first tee?
I was trying not to think about anything because every fiber in my body was racing 1,000 miles per hour. It was overwhelming. It was exciting. It was nerves. It was, I think, every emotion that you can possibly have going through your body at one moment in time was there. But at the end of the day, you're here. You're playing on the PGA Tour. There's nothing better.
Let's go out to the first hole. That is a massive drive. Time for the second shot on the first hole. Looking to get up and down from here. That's really a beautiful chip shot. Teeing off now on this par 5.
Yeah, you miss those bunkers on the right-hand side and put yourself in good position down the fairway. Now you got a decision to make. Do I go for it or do I bail out to the left-hand side and give myself a really good opportunity to get it up and down? This green can be really difficult to find. It's got a lot of undulation to it and a lot of water. However, you get the second shot right, and all of a sudden that third shot becomes a lot easier, and birdies are easy to come by.
That is going to work. Those are the shots you practice at the range over and over, and boy, does it pay off here.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
He is moving up the leaderboard as we move on to the next hole. Stepping on to the par 3 third.
It doesn't have a lot of length to it, but it's also a green that's not super deep. You do have the bunker in the front, but anytime you miss it long and or left, you got a really difficult pitch shot as that green tilts from back to front. But still, it's a pretty straightforward par 3, not too much danger to it.
pulling hybrid out of the bag. This one needs to get down. Tough one to dial in.
Looking at the caddy, a bit too much club there.
Oh, that was so close. Needs this putt to save par. Time for the tee shot on this par 4 hole.
Almost every player in the field will be going for this green. Where do you hit it? Front right part of the green is the perfect target. Missing it to the left in the bunker or long and right. That is not good.
That was really well played. Okay, that'll play. Here's a putt to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard. And he improves his score to 2 under par for the event.
The 5th at TPC Boston is a clever par 4, but you have to be mindful of the length of your tee shot.
You do. He's got a little bit of a run out here at the very end, but most players won't have to worry about it, just the long players. And from there, second shot goes to a green that sits a little bit from right to left on you. There's a little small collection area in the middle of the green on the left-hand side that we'll see a lot of golf balls end up at.
Yep, that shot safely on the green. And now this to move into a tie for 6th. John, have you got a read on this one?
It looks like this one will turn a bit to the left.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And down it goes. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. The 6th hole at TPC Boston, not too dissimilar to 5. You've really got to position your tee ball.
Yeah, bunkers on the right-hand side come into play with the 3-wood, water on the left with the driver. Second shot to a green that sits below you just a little bit. And that front left pin, ooh, that is a good one.
This is his second shot. 3 behind our leader. Yeah, nicely played. And now left with this to move into a tie for 7th. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's looking down the barrel of a 24-foot putt.
Just a short putt remaining here. He's currently sharing 10th place on the leaderboard.
We make our way to the par 5 7th hole.
For those that find the fairway, missing that fairway bunker in the middle layup zone wise, not a problem. If you hit in the rough, uh-oh, we got issues now. Put yourself in position for your third with a good third shot. You can control the spin to a green that sits up above you just slightly. Still a wonderful birdie opportunity, even if you can't reach it in 2.
Not a bad result right there. This one a good distance away. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
This one looks like it will start straight and then move to the right.
All gas, no brakes. Well, a par would look really good on the scorecard right now. Okay, moving on to the next. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a 1-shot lead. All right, we're moving along to the action at the 8th.
For a long part of 3, you've got to figure out how to hit something high and soft to hold this green. For whatever reason, this green decides to repel golf balls instead of accept them in. I think it's made out of Gore-Tex because there is nothing soft about this green. This is one of the most difficult ones on the golf course.
Wow. This putt for par. That one drops. And as we move on to the next hole, we bring up the leaderboard. He is in a tie for 10th. We're at the 9th. It's a par 4.
This is a really good driving hole. Only the longest in the game are going to carry the bunkers down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right-hand side. You leave yourself a little bit longer second shot than maybe you'd like, but this is a very inviting green. This is a really good birdie opportunity to finish off the front 9.
On the green, that's always mission number 1. This putt is 14 feet away. Wow, cannot believe that did not drop in for birdie. And that putt drops, and we move on to the next. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1. We begin the second 9 with a par 4.
Driver not really necessary on this shortish par 4. Just a 3-wood for position. Second shot goes to a green that runs diagonal of the players. There is a couple of really good and tough pin placements that are back left.
And about 110 yards left to the hole. 3 shots behind the lead. Okay, green side, and the goal now is to get up and down. Oh, almost had it. And just this short one left for par. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a 1-shot lead.
The 11th is a par 3 playing slightly up the hill, which requires a very well-struck iron shot.
The good thing about this hole is it's long in length, but it's got a massive green that doesn't have a lot of movement. What it does have is from left to right and a little bit from back to front. A generous green on a long par 3, great design.
A big breaking putt. This has started perfectly.
It's just about 3 feet away. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. The 12th at TPC Boston really got improved with the reworking by Gil Hance, didn't it?
It did. Fairway bunker down the left-hand side off the tee could come into play if the breeze is into you. However, downwind, you have an end of fairway that you got to be mindful of, and the second shot goes straight downhill to a green that canters from left to right.
Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, this one looks like about 26 feet.
That's a nice putt. He'll take that.
That will drive you bats.
Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. The 13 is part of another strong collection of par fours. This one works back up the hill.
Yeah, semi-blind tee shot here. Fairway moves from right to left, so keep it down the left-hand side as best possible. Second shot back uphill to a green that is surrounded by some really deep, nasty, mean bunkers.
A chance to get to 3 under with this putt. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
This putt's going to go up the hill and to the right.
That one skated by the edge of the hole. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. The 14th hole at TPC Boston. Rich, your eyes would be lighting up on the tee here.
Nothing out there except for fairway, fairway, and more fairway. Tee it high, let it fly, because this hole is long. Second shot will play about a half a club downhill to a green that chases away from you ever so slightly. Be wary of that right hand pin position. That can be mean.
This is his second shot. 3 strokes off the lead. It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark. Found the green side rough. Oh, I thought that one was going in. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Currently a couple under for the round.
We've hit the par 4 15th hole.
Got some bunkering down the left-hand side that you got to avoid. Be mindful of that, so driver may not be the play off the tee. You find the fairway, you got just a short iron second shot to a green that's pretty receptive. You should be thinking birdie from the middle of the fairway.
There was a game plan there, and that approach was executed nicely. Henny is greenside.
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
So close. A chance here for par. Here's a look at the way things stand. He is in a tie for 9th. Here's the par 3 16th hole.
You got water everywhere down the left-hand side, so your eyes are immediately drawn to it. You've got to divert them out to the right-hand side, but don't get clumsy, don't get lackadaisical, and don't miss the screen too far out to the right, because you're going to have a wicked hard chip.
And with that, he moves to 3 under par for the championship. A par 4 here.
Just take your tee shot, and if you want to, lay it up down the right-hand side. It's a pretty simple second shot. Big hitters might think about trying to take on the dogleg. No need, though. This green sits down below the second shot, down below the fairway, right in the middle of it. Right in the middle of it, they buried a snowman, the base of a snowman, a big lump right in the middle of it. It's a fantastic feature.
All right, the putter can come out now. And this putt to move into the top 5. That nearly went in for birdie. And a tap in left for par. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1. Time for the tee shot at 18.
Oh, this is a great par 5. You got a little speed slot down the left-hand side. Carry those bunkers, and all of a sudden, that golf ball is going to go chasing down the fairway. From there, though, you got to be mindful. You got a massive ravine fronting this green. And this green, you do have room to miss it on the left-hand side, but it's not a very easy up and down. A great finishing hole that you can make 3 on easily. 6s as well.
Oh, I can hear the golf claps around the course. Second shot here at 18. really well done.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
If this putt drops, we'd have a tie for second place. A birdie on 18 to close out the round. He'll take a lot of positives away from today's round, and he has a share of second place. So that will do it for today. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you next time.